The national champs Clemson hold the top spot heading into the 2019 season. It's their first time as preseason number 1, with Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Ohio State rounding out the top 5. So we asked you on Twitter at HQ Sports, who's your sleeper and who got snubbed? Michael says, keep an eye out for Oklahoma State. The football team always outperforms expectations. Yo, Michael, they only got 3 votes here, but I'm sure Mike Gundy has something fun up his sleeve for this season. While Jonathan wonders why Nebraska is at 24, having only won 4 games last season. What about Cincinnati, who won 11? Well, I don't know, Jonathan. At Hey, it's Matt is in these comments saying Nebraska is his sleeper. But, Ken kind of agrees with you, saying don't sleep on Cincy. Their first 2 games against UCLA and at Ohio State could be fun. And then Andy, he says, get on the Herm train or get run over. Go Sun Devils. A man after my own heart right there. Shout out to my alma mater, ASU. How do we only get 3 votes? I feel like it's almost criminal, really. But we'll have to prove them wrong this season. I appreciate all of your input, everyone. And while college football kicks off this weekend, HQ Sports kicks off right now. We've got over 100,000 of you joining me on this Monday night. So you ready? I'm ready. Round 1 starts right now. When a quarterback takes a snap and dives directly forward, it's called a quarterback what? A fleek, a sneak, or a peek? Sometimes people say, you know what, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Football is a team game, but sometimes a quarterback has to take it in his own hands, and it's almost the least sneaky thing you can do. I guess you can see right here. Yeah, or right here. Or, again, right here. Yeah, you take the ball, you go forward. A quarterback sneak is our answer. 77,428 of you guys got this one right. We call this a quarterback sneak. We're getting ready to sneak into round 2, but before we do, we got a little tip for you here. Let's take a quick timeout. Make sure we're all ready for this game. You got your erasers, you got your extra lives. I want you to tap your screen to get those extra lives right now. You can use up to 3 of them per game, which will really come in handy early on in the season while you're still trying to build your way back up to level 10. All right, let's not take any more time in the pit than we really need. I've got round 2 ready for you right here. What pitcher are these mean kids mocking?
And it does so with an exclamation.
Who are they mocking there? Is it Craig Kimbrell, Randy Johnson, or Clayton Kershaw? I don't know about you, but I've been watching the Little League World Series, and these kids are really crushing it out there. But of course, they're looking up to guys in the majors and, watching guys like Craig Kimbrell warming up for his pitch. Craig Kimbrell is our answer. 63,708 of you guys got this one right. And hey, I don't really care what he does. He's still throwing that filthy 6 stuff, so I'm here for it. Let's move on to round 3, shall we? What current NBA franchise once used this logo?
What's the question?
What used this logo?
All right, whose logo was that? Do you know? Was it the 76ers, the Nuggets, or the Celtics? It's a very old school logo right there. Back in the day, I really appreciate the simplicity of the drawing, and the mascot, his name was actually Maxie the Miner because it comes from a major gold rush town. A couple of clues here. The red, white, and blue ball came from the ABA, and the D on his hat, well, that represents Denver. It's the Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets is our answer. 71,660 of you recognized Maxie the Miner from the Mile High City. And hey, they still use the pickaxe as their current logo. Still a hat tip to that gold rush town right there as we move on to round 4. The most recent winner of the Naismith Women's Player of the Year Award played at what school? Iowa, Stanford, or UConn? Naismith Women's Player of the Year, of course, Naismith, basketball, dominant basketball. And a lot of people might think, UConn, they've got a really dominant women's basketball program. The award for the nation's top women's college basketball player has frequently made its way to Storrs, Connecticut. But last year, it went to Iowa center Megan Gustafson. Iowa is our answer. 24,931 of you guys got this one right. We lost more than half of you guys on this question. I mean, I get it. I would have guessed UConn too, but shout out to the Hawkeyes for pulling this one off. And here's a good opportunity to use your extra lives as we move on to round 5. What is the official ruling on this tackle by Jadeveon Clowney? Ouch. What happened there? Was that unsportsmanlike conduct? Was that a horse collar? Or was that nothing? I mean, long hair don't care, but I do care. That would hurt. That looks like it really hurt. And honestly, if you look at the rule book in the NFL, officially a player's hair is part of their uniform. So when the refs see a guy get yanked down by his dreads like that, the call is no call. Nothing is our answer. 33,894 of you guys know the rules. And even though Chris Ivory got it here, Richard Sherman, Troy Polamalu, these are other guys who've got those luscious locks who've taken hits to the hair in this game. But you know what? You got to do it. You got to do it for the hair flip. I'm here for it. Moving on to round 6. Who is credited as the oldest person to ever dunk in an NBA game? Is it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Julius Erving, or Robert Parrish? All three of these gents played well into their twilight years, but who could still get up? Jabbar played to the oldest age, but he stopped dunking. But this man right here, the Chief, Robert Parrish, is technically the oldest man to throw one down in an official game at 43 years old, 19,022 of you guys knew that Robert Parrish is our answer here. But hey, we got a challenger coming up because 42-year-old Vince Carter, he's looking to break that mark in his upcoming 22nd and final NBA season. We know Vince Carter still got hops. He turns 43 on January 26th. Can he do it? I'm going to be watching. So we move on to round 7. Which of these players won more than one overall league MVP award? Was it Don Mattingly, Robin Yount, or George Brett? More than one overall league MVP award. I mean, that's hard to accomplish once. There have been 31 individuals who have won more than one in their careers. One of them is Robin Yount. Robin Yount is our answer here. 8,416, you guys. This was a tough one. And hey, each of these guys did take home the AL MVP in the 80s, but Milwaukee's Robin Yount won both in 82 and in 89. So he won multiple in the 80s. All right, we got to take a moment here for our 7th round stretch. We've made it through 7 rounds of this Monday night game of HQ Sports. Let's take a moment to stretch our legs, stretch our thumbs, Personally, I can't believe it's already August, which means fall is just around the corner. And I want to know, what fall sports are you most looking forward to? You want to see the start of football, perhaps some baseball playoffs, the start of NHL? These three, I don't know. Baseball playoffs, the Dodgers going to make a run this year? What do you guys think? Personally, I'm really excited for football season to kick off. 61% of you, I should say, agree with me there. And I think if you're ready for some football, I'm ready to move on to round 8 because we've got a football question for you right here. Which of these franchises has been both a member of the NFC and the AFC? The Arizona Cardinals, the Tennessee Titans, or the Seattle Seahawks? NFC and AFC. That's, it's tough. I mean, the Titans, they were the Oilers once, but they were always in the AFC. And the Cardinals, they used to be in St. Louis, they used to be in Chicago. But since there have been 2 conferences, they've always been in the NFC. But the Seahawks, they were in the NFC in their inaugural season of 1976. Then they went to the AFC until the 2002 season, which they went back to the NFC West. 7,439 of you guys knew that the Seahawks were our answer here. Going flipping and flopping back and forth between conferences. But that's fine, You still got it. We are moving on to round 9. Who has the Major League Baseball record for the most career hits by a player born outside of the United States? Ichiro, Albert Pujols, or Roberto Clemente? All 3 of these fellas can really make contact. Personally, I'm really impressed with all of them, but we're talking about an MLB record here. We all know that Ichiro is the true hit king, but that is also combining his hits in the U.S. and Japan. Albert Pujols, that's our answer today. Albert Pujols, 5,804 of you know that he's got the most career hits by a player born outside of the U.S. And guys, this record was just set. Pujols passed Adrian Beltre with his 3,167th hit just last week. Shout out to y'all following along with the baseball season as we move on to round 10. Which of these players is not tied for the most holes in one in PGA Tour history? Corey Pavin, Hal Sutton, or Robert Allenby? Make sure to pay attention to the word "not" in this question here, because an official leave that one, but we're talking about official tournament play in this question. And 2 professionals have actually hit double digits with aces that count. Allenby and Sutton, they both have 10, which means Corey Pavin is our answer here. 4,813 of you guys are golf fans and know that Corey Pavin, he's hit 7 holes in one, which is still a lot of rounds on him at the clubhouse. I don't know about you guys. I've never had a single hole in one. My dad's had 2. I don't know. We'll see if that counts. All right, round 11. Which of these controversial sports finishes took place in the northernmost location? The Montreal Screwjob, the Tuck Rule game, or the Fail Mary game? Look at this question, the Venn diagram of sports and geography right here. All right, the Fail Mary, or the inaccurate reception, as you see right here, it was a game between the Packers and the Seahawks. It was at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, north of both Montreal and Foxborough, with the memorable finish right here. Oh, Fail Mary game is our answer right here. 1,420 of you guys got that one right. I know Montreal sounds north because it's in Canada, but geography, man. This game, though, this was a controversial Monday Night Football finish amid that 2012 replacement ref saga, if you guys remember. But 2 days after this game, the NFL and the referees reached an agreement to end the referees' lockout. So realistically, all's well that ends well, right? And speaking of ending well, it is time for our final question. Round 12. We're here for all the marbles. Perhaps some of you guys who got on that 11th question might want to use an extra life. I want to power through. We've made it this far. This is the home stretch. I really believe in you guys. One final question. Here we go. What player once had a season where he reached base more times than he had an official at bat? Was it Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, or Ted Williams? Reached base more times than he had an official at bat. Now, I know mathematically that sounds a little confusing, but it did happen. It happened once. In this guy's final MVP season, he reached base 376 times while recording only 373 at-bats. Still doing the math? Wheels are still turning a little bit. How is that even possible? Well, because a walk is not recorded as an official at-bat. And Barry Bonds walked 232 times. Barry Bonds is our answer. Congratulations to our 1,422 winners of tonight's game. 1,422 of you guys made it through 12 rounds of trivia. I mean, that's got me more juiced than Barry Bonds. Looking at you guys, Jay Bizzle, Cowman, Locomotive, each winning 70 cents. Look at that cute little puppy Locomotive's got there. Kayleen, I see you've been to the Vessel. All right, I see you. That is a very Instagrammable spot. Bettina Faye, Erica, and Taki. Oh my gosh, all of you guys taking home not just the 70 cents, but realistically the bragging rights of making it through 12 rounds of this Monday night game of HQ Sports. This was not an easy one. There were some curveballs in there, but you guys powered through. You guys used the tools in your toolbox, and you guys made it work. So shout out to y'all. What a game. Congratulations to our newest HQ Sports MVPs. I am so proud of you all for crushing it tonight, however far you got. I'm Madelyn Burke, and don't worry, there is plenty more HQ Sports where all that came from. Come on back and play each Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. But remember, this Wednesday, we've got a very special game. Lauren Gambino will be joined by Paul Lucas of UniWatch to ask you 12 rounds of uniform trivia this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Can you out-expert Paul on all things sports uniforms? Stop by and find out. Until then, you stay classy, sports fans.